Fuck.
All right, and here we are with Mr. Justin Divelbus. Justin, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good, thank you.
It's nice to have you on the show. We have been friends for a few years now, playing with each other, and even at times playing against each other in singles tournaments. But what made you get into pool in the first place?
So it's not super exciting story. Basically, I just moved out of my parents, and I didn't really have too many hobbies. And my dad one day just asked me if I wanted to go to the local pool hall, Sunset Billiards, and I decided to go with him, and we made it a weekly thing. Eventually, I was approached and asked to join a league, and here we are today.
And what did you find that made the game enjoyable to you? Was it the engagement with the dad? Was it an atmosphere? What made it enjoyable?
There's a lot of strategy in pool, and a lot of people don't realize that. And it's really the strategic aspect of it that draws me to the game.
All right. Now, you've been playing for a few years now, about 4 years in league play?
Probably 3 or 4 years now.
3 or 4 years. What are some of the accomplishments and achievements that you have as a pool player?
Well, let's see. I've won multiple league sessions, trophies through that. I've been MVP multiple times in sessions for 9-ball. I've gone to multiple high-level tournaments, the Tri-Cup tournaments, even won one of them as a team, and we made it even to the finals of regional with an incomplete roster, and that was a huge accomplishment for us.
Now, when you say an incomplete roster, what is it that you mean by that?
So one of our players, this was during the COVID crisis of 2020, the tournament got pushed back because of that, and one of our players had to move during that time. And when the tournament finally took place, he was no longer qualified to shoot on our team with us, and so we were forced to shoot with only 4 people instead of 5.
So you had to go through an entire regionals round with one player less than everybody else.
Yes.
And you made it to the finals?
Yep, we made it to the finals.
And what would have happened if you had pulled off that unbelievable feat?
That would have been incredible. We would have gone to Vegas and gotten to shoot in the national championship of the EAPA 9-ball.
That is absolutely incredible that you guys were able to achieve that, being short a player. So you've played high-level team. You've also played singles tournaments before, qualifiers. What do you prefer more? Do you prefer that team, or do you prefer just singles?
I really enjoy the team aspect of it because you form a companionship sort of with your teammates, and it's always fun to be able to spend time and just have a good time shooting pool. The singles tournaments, there's more pressure. It's all on you, so that almost makes them more enjoyable for me. So when it comes to tournaments, I think I like singles better, although I haven't played as many as them as I have team tournaments. But they both have their pros and cons. I love them both.
And what keeps you fueling forward? You have accomplished so much in league play, and you are one of the top ranked people in the Chambersburg area.
Yes.
What fuels you to keep going?
I can get so much better still. There's still so much for me to learn, for me to improve on. The strategic aspect of the game is something that, like I said earlier, draws me to it still. And I have friends that play this sport, and they're all improving alongside me, and that makes me want to get better with them.
So with those people that you have formed those friendships, companionships with, Who has influenced you in your pool game from the start to where you sit now?
Man, there's a lot of people. Well, you for one, honestly. Keith Giles.
Well, thank you for that.
You have been on my team for a very long time. I think there was only really one session, maybe two, that you weren't on my team.
One, and that was over the COVID era.
Was it just one?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, you've been a huge influence on me. Bobby Mazingo, I've learned a lot from him. Tim Wiltbank, he's a great player, and I always have fun playing with him. Preston Stotler, he's a good friend, even better pool player. He is ridiculously good. Yeah, just all the friends that I've made that have gotten so much better alongside me.
You've been able to grow with the people that have had the influence. How has it been to not only watch yourself grow, but see all the people around you that you have influenced also continuing to move up with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's feels great to be part of their journey as well. Because, I mean, like one of the players I had mentioned before, Preston Stotler, him and I have basically always been on the same level, and I remember seeing him spending more and more time in the pool halls, and it was crazy to witness that and see him improve so quickly and so drastically alongside me as well. So, yeah, it's been really awesome to be part of all these different people's journeys.
And when it comes down to it, where do you see billiards possibly being able to reach in the future? Is there a possibility of a higher level pool player with you? Just amateur level? Where are you looking at for the future?
For myself, honestly,
for yourself.
I don't have any major aspirations for pool. Pool has always been a hobby for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm always trying to get better, and I plan to keep with it for as long as I can. But I'm not looking to ever be able to go pro in pool or anything like that. I'd like to eventually join maybe a Masters League once I'm an even better player. But I'm not trying to make a living off of pool or anything like that.
But if it would come to that point and the right person sees you, are you...
I don't know. Even if a person approached me offering to sponsor me as a professional pool player, I honestly don't know if I would do it.
We'll have to come back to this interview in 3 years and see where you're at. So with that, when it is all said and done, as far as you either cannot play pool anymore or what have you, what do you want your legacy to be amongst your co-players from who you have played against and played with?
I mean, I would like them to be able to think of me and see me as a good pool player, someone that knew what they were doing. I'd like them to maybe see me as an inspiration of someone that they can get to that level of. But honestly, most importantly, I would want to be seen as just someone that was fun to play pool with.
Well, as someone that has had the privilege of playing pool with you for these last 4 years or so, it has been fun, it has been real. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to have this interview with us. And we will see you again, I'm sure, somewhere along the lines. Thank you for being with us tonight, Mr. Divalvis.
No problem. Thank you for having me.